So next is the topic right angle trigonometry. So in right angle trigonometry, we can use the Pythagorean theorem to find the missing lengths of the side of a right triangle, then find the missing lengths and angles of a right triangle. Find the exact trigonometric functions value for angles that measure 30 degrees, 45 degrees, and 50 degrees. Solve applied problems using right triangle trigonometry. So a right angle has a value of 90 degrees. The relations between the sides and angles of a right triangle is the basis for the trigonometry. So this is the right triangle. The adjacent, we can find the adjacent. Remember, adjacent always found beside the missing angle. Then hypotenuse, this there is two ways to find the hypotenuse. One, it always faces the right angle, and two, it is the longest line. Opposite, to find the opposite from its name opposite, it faces from the missing angle. So this is the right triangle trigonometry. Uh, Sine theta is equals to opposite over hypotenuse. Cos theta is equals adjacent over hypotenuse. Then tan theta is equals to opposite over adjacent. Using the Pythagorean theorem, in the trigonometry problems, there are several ways to determine the missing information to the right triangle. One of these ways is the Pythagorean theorem, which states that a squared plus b squared is equals to c squared. If you know the length of any two sides, then you can use the Pythagorean theorem to find the length of the third side. Once you know all the side lengths, you can compute all of the trigonometric functions. For example, find the values of tan x and secant x. So, you can find immediately the tangent from the definition and the information on the diagram. To find the value of the secant, you will use the theorem, you will use the length of the hypotenuse. Use the Pythagorean theorem to find the length of the hypotenuse. Now, calculate secant x using the definition and secant. See, you can use the information from the 30 degrees, 60 degrees, 90 degrees, and 45 degrees, 90 degrees triangles to solve similar triangle without using a calculator. For example, what is the value of x in the triangle below? Since the two legs have the same length, the two acute angles must be equal, so they are each 45 degrees. In a 45 degrees, 90 degrees triangle, the length of the hypotenuse is square root of 2 times the length of a leg. You can use this relationship to find x. Remember to rationalize the denominator. Here is another way you solve this problem. You can use the definition of sine to find x. So in summary, there are many ways to find the missing side, lengths, or angle measures in right triangle. Solving a right triangle can be accomplished by using the definitions of trigonometric functions and the Pythagorean theorem. This process is called solving a right triangle. Being able to solve a right triangle is useful in solving a variety of real-world problems such as the construction of wheelchair ramp.